as I mentioned, it is the world's largest referral networking organization. We provide business professionals the opportunity to get together once a week to educate their referral partners, marketing teams, on how they can refer them business. And by doing so, all the other members are going to be so motivated that they're going to refer business to us. And we're going to be motivated as well to provide referrals to our members as well. And that's how it can happen. And the way that BNI has been able to help business professionals is because we only accept one member per profession per chapter, which means that when you become a member, you're actually purchasing the exclusive marketing right, which means there's no competition. You're the only one in your chapter that represents your industry. So think about that when you're thinking about you're spending your marketing dollars, your marketing budgets, okay? Just wanted to give you a couple of tips there in regards to what BNI is, how it works, and how it can help your business. For more information, feel free to visit our global website, which is BNI.com, and or our regional website here in Houston, which is BNIHouston.com. Find the chapter directory, visit a chapter, see what the meeting is all about, and then you'll be exactly excited as we are and the reasons why we're members. So with that being said, we have an amazing list of BNI members that are going to be here with us today. They're going to talk to us about their business, their products, their services. They're also going to tell us about their BNI chapters, their experiences, and then they're also going to provide us with an opportunity to give us information on how to get in contact with them, right? So we want to be able to provide them with our referrals. And more importantly, they want to be of service to you, our audience. So with that being said, I am excited to introduce our first guest for today, and that is Ms. Daphne Jack. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It is our pleasure to have you here. I know that you were probably wondering, how did we get in touch with you, or how did you get on this list? I mean, you just signed up as a brand new member not long ago, and so that gives you an idea as to the power of BNI. When
Superpower.
When you don't,
Superpower.
just when you don't think that BNI members are watching, BNI members are watching, and they're paying attention to all new BNI members. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I would like for you to take this time to introduce your business.
Okay.
This is consider your commercial that you do in your BNI chapter, except we're going to do a little bit more of an extended version because we have a little bit more time. So feel free to tell our audience all about you and your business, your products and services.
Okay. Well, I'm the founder and CEO of Prevention Zone, Inc., and I'm a retired parole officer. Okay. And so while being a parole officer, I kind of came in contact with people who were saying that they did not commit their crimes. Okay. And so, which was interesting, and I was like, well, if you went to prison, you must have committed your crime. So obviously, but they gave the reasons why they were convicted. Right. And so from that moving forward, I was able to kind of tap into wrongful convictions and so on and so forth with that.
And that happens a lot, doesn't it?
It happens a lot, a whole lot. And so moving forward again from that, I started researching, finding information about wrongful convictions. And then presently, I was able to form this nonprofit that consists of providing resources to the exonerees. And then we have operating right now is Young People Gathering. It consists of youth ages 13 to 21 that is somewhat in a positive environment, but they have issues too, and we don't really consider those kids at risk. Right. And so we have the opportunity. It started with my son, and so I got with him and his friends and their parents. We came together and started educating them on the criminal justice system. Okay. We've had attorneys and judges to come and visit and talk to them and try to keep them going in the right directions that they're already being told to go through. Right. And then we added the children with incarcerated parents. And that's not a lot that we talk about, but they're there and need education on what the process is while they're watching their parents getting arrested or whatever the case may be. And so we're there and we focus a lot on mental health. And then we also do have a mentorship program.
Wow, what an amazing service.
Yes.
I have never heard of this service before, and that's one of the reasons why I love doing this show, because you get to hear about all kinds of different services. I didn't even know that this was a thing. So one of the things that I'm always very advocate about is, being able to provide a tremendous amount of support and service to others, first and foremost. So thank you for doing that, because there's a lot of people that do not know about this. Exactly. And they need this service. Yes. So that's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about, you mentioned the mentorship program. Is that for like when they're trying to get back into the workforce, or what does that look like?
Well, with the mentorship program, our goal is when we begin to educate and provide the resources, and say they finish with our program, which for the exonerees is a 12-week program, and the children with incarcerated parents and the young people gathering, we use the Positive Youth Development Program, which is 6 weeks. Once they finish with those programs, we have someone that would be available to continue the service as needed. And so we partner them up with a mentor and just kind of, help them out if more referrals or more resources they may need. But that's the purpose of the mentorship program.
Yeah. So that's amazing. So
Thank
I'm
you.
still kind of like in awe of
wow.
your service. So thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you.
But I imagine that you're also, being a nonprofit, you look for donations, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
who are the perfect partners to be able to provide you with donations?
Well, and this all happened like a quick storm,
Right.
and it just kind of catch me like, oh my God, what do I tell them? So we're basically starting up since 2019 officially, and so we're trying to get the foundation, the monies coming in to help us build, so that when we start applying for grants, they can see, oh, they have a nice little bank account,
Right.
and being able to use some of the resources that we get that would help build and add to the program. So as everybody start coming in, we'll have the funds ready, set to go to provide our services to the community.
Okay. Well, with that being said, and being a brand new member, you're probably going to learn this as you are, getting accustomed or getting to know a lot more
Yes.
about BNI.
Yes.
But one of the things we like to do here in BNI is to be being specific is terrific, right? So when I ask you who would be an ideal referral for you, would that be, let's say, a sports, the Texans, for example, or who would be a great referral for you that can donate money to your cause?
Yeah, somebody like the Texans,
Right?
the Houston Rockets, just different companies, mental health people that would love to volunteer their services.
Okay.
And we're looking for people who would want to mentor, and we're looking for the different schools that need our type of service. And, not that we're just sitting waiting for it to drop in our laps. We are going out to find schools that would, want to use our services. So yeah, the big businesses and
Right.
everything that needs, I always say that tax write-off, we're here.
Okay.
And that's what we're looking for.
Wonderful. Okay. So again, thank you for your service, because I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your brand new chapter that you just joined. What's the name of the chapter?
Ooh, wow. BNI Southwest.
Okay.
Our president is Eric Christie.
Okay.
And he reached out to me by way of someone else. And it was really funny because I saw someone who was reaching out to me at the end of the year, and I just kind of like, oh, I'll get back with them. And so when I finally got in touch with them and I told them that we have a nonprofit, they were like, why didn't we know about this by the end of the year? Because I had a group of people who needed somewhere to
Right.
put their monies. And I was like, well, dang, that was dumb. So I said, okay, moving forward, how can we so he got me in touch with Eric, and we talked, and they invited me to a meeting. It was like early in the morning at 7 a.m. I was like, okay. So I got myself together, got up early, and started attending as a visitor. And it was just, I was like, wow, what a way to wake up. And they talked about so many things and gave me an opportunity to share who I am and what I do. And I met other people, and I was like, this is going to be good. So Eric came to one of our meetings to talk about BNI, and after he got off the phone, I was like, okay, guys, what do y'all think? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Awesome.
We didn't know what to expect, but here we are.
That's fantastic. So welcome to BNI. I think
Thank
you're going to have an
you.
amazing journey.
I'm looking forward to it.
And so our audience wants to know how we can get in touch with you and
Yes.
provide you with referrals. So provide us with website, email,
Yes.
phone number. How can we get in touch with you?
So you can get in touch with me through at info@preventionzone.org. www.preventionzone.org. That's our email address. Our website is www.preventionzoneinc.org. And if you reach out that way, we will get back in touch with you and see where we can go from there and how we can be of a service.
All right, Daphne, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Thank
and
you.
we support you with your cause. And,
Thank you.
we hope to see you back again on the show here in a
All
couple of
right,
months.
I would be honored.
Thank you so much. There you have it, folks. Miss Daphne is on the show, and we look forward to our next guest. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm here to take you to a new frontier, the final frontier. In fact, you and I are going where no one has gone before. I'm Glenn Henderson, entrepreneur, success coach, and musician, and I want to personally invite you to take this journey with me in the pages of my best-selling new book, All I Need to Know About Success I Learned from Star Trek. We'll travel aboard the USS Enterprise along with Captain James T. Kirk, Spock, and the finest crew in Starfleet. And we'll learn together about success principles like how to work with a team and accomplish your goals, when to fight for what you believe and when not to, and what your business really is, no matter what you do for a living. Beam aboard with me. My mission is your success. And I'll see you on the bridge. Live long and prosper.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia Video Business Card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia Video Business Card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today. COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia Video Business Card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia Video Business Card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
It's going to be fun. Hey, folks, we are back. Thank you for staying tuned in. We are back with our next guest. By the way, this is BNI Now, and I'm your host, Rick Gutierrez. I've had the pleasure of having someone who's actually done some work for me over at my house and my place of business, and so I couldn't be more proud to have them here today because I have a personal testimonial in regards to the amount of professionalism and the work that they do. So I am happy to bring on board Mr. Nehemiah Rubin and Jeremy Chaffin from Collaborative Services. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. We certainly do, guys. We appreciate you guys being here. We know that you guys are from up north, I think the Woodlands area. Is that correct? Montgomery County?
Yes, sir.
Right?
A little bit further north.
And a little bit of a drive over here. But you guys must be accustomed to that because you guys go all over Houston, right?
Yeah.
To provide your service. All right, so this is the time where you guys get to shine. I know that you're the BNI members, so you get to do your commercial, except maybe a little bit of an extended version so that we can take a little bit more time. So tell us all about your business, your products, your services. Introduce your business.
So what we are is we're a 24-hour emergency service electrical company. We do electrical services, commercial, residential, industrial. We've also do Generac generators, whole house generators. We kind of transitioned over into doing generators in 2020 during COVID, and it's been the majority of our business here lately. Okay. I've been in BNI for about 4.5 years now, and okay. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, I bet. I think I know why. But anyways, in regards to your business, you mentioned 24-hour emergency service. I mean, that's something that we don't see very often. So it could be 2 o'clock in the morning, I call you guys, and who answers?
Either I'll answer or Jeremy will answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I might just have to wake you up from your sleep just to see if that's true. But anyways, amazing service, amazing professionalism, and I know that your office staff is also are hitting it out of the park because I've called over there myself and dealt with some of your office staff. So I believe that it all begins with customer experience, right? So I imagine that you guys also provide that with every single one of your clients, right? So tell us a little bit about that customer experience. What can a customer experience when they call collaborative services?
Well, first of all, when they call, they'll reach somebody in the office. Everybody who's in the office is pretty knowledgeable about what we have going on out in the field. In the event that somebody can't help you out in the office, there's always either I or Jeremy or someone else who could help them out in any way that they need. Typically, if we do emergency work, one of us will answer the phone, and probably one of us will be the one going out there as well to.
Wow. Okay.
So
you guys wear many hats.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's amazing. So Jeremy, tell me a little bit about, are you guys both master electricians, or what's going on there?
I'm actually not an electrician.
Okay.
My background prior to this company is in subsea controls, and that's
Okay.
actually the industry where Nehemiah and myself met. And
A little bit closer. There you go.
so I'm not actually an electrician.
Okay. So you guys met at a previous, industry?
Yes. It's a funny story. We actually met in Venezuela, in Curaçao, about 45 miles south of Venezuela. We were
Okay.
both working for a drill ship. He was in charge of the instrumentation, and I was in charge of the electric.
Okay.
And we rode the rig back to Louisiana, and I rode back home with him, and we've been hanging out ever since.
Well, when it's supposed to be, and friendships like that, I mean, those are the type of friendships that last forever, right?
Yep.
And being in business, that's something that you guys are working together, but not only working together, but you guys are helping many people out there in the world by either your services or your products, but more importantly, you guys have an amazing company that you guys have, quite a bit of employees, do you not?
Yeah, we have about 20 out in the field and 4 in the office, and 6 people on our sales
Okay.
team.
Wonderful. So how, let's say that, one of your salespeople receives a phone call. Do you guys have, certain areas that you guys are assigned to, or does everybody go everywhere?
So the salespeople do have areas that they're
Okay.
assigned to. We have a sales manager, which is Rebecca, and then she allocates everything out to everybody else.
Okay.
And there's certain areas for certain salespeople.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because we're being watched, throughout TV, the greater Houston area and Beaumont and all the way up to College Station as well. So in Montgomery County is just kind of like somewhere in the middle there, between there, right? So you guys can cover all of that area, or how far out can you guys go?
We actually go to Beaumont. We go to Austin. We've done
Okay.
work in San Antonio. We really like to stay in the state of Texas as
Right.
much as we can. However, during the hurricane last year, we spent the time in Louisiana getting a lot of those people up and going.
Okay. Well, I can tell you personally that you guys do go out further out than your community, just Montgomery County, because I saw an ad on our Facebook page for members only from one of your sales staff, Ms. Rebecca Dahlberg, and she posted something about, Generac generators, and I had just had a house built, and I said to myself, one of these days I'm going to give me a Generac, just because major storms that happen a little bit here in the state of Texas, being so close to the Gulf, the first thing that goes is the power, right? Just like we just experienced, not a tropical storm, not a hurricane, but a winter storm out of all things, right? So I was deliberating whether to pull the trigger on the Generac generator or not, and so I finally decided to close my eyes and write the check, and you guys came out. I reached out to Rebecca. Your staff came out and installed the generator, and that entire time, every time I go out there and cut the grass, I kept thinking to myself, did I do the right thing? Did I spend the money the right way? But we had a winter storm that came through, and that generator, within seconds of losing power, it kicked back on. The entire house had power, and we were actually able to help some neighbors that needed to have, medicines that needed to keep refrigerated, and or the next door neighbors had a baby that, needed formula to keep refrigerated and whatnot. So we were able to help others because I made that decision to pull the trigger on that Generac generator, and you guys came out there and installed it. Your guys are high-level professionals. I mean, they came out there, they knew what they were doing, And it all begins with proper training over at Collaborative Services, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit on the training? Because I experienced, some great things from you guys.
Yeah, you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Every install that we do, we have an electrician that comes out, and at least one of the team members that come out to do the install has been through all the training with Generac, and they renew them certifications once a year, and so that keeps us up to date with all the latest technology.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So, I experienced, it was a great experience throughout the whole thing. And one of the things that I realized right away is that these guys are no joke. They came all the way from Montgomery County. They had all the tools, everything that they need. They didn't have to go, except for lunch, obviously, but they had everything that they needed. So they were well prepared. So very appreciative, highly recommend Collaborative Services for everybody that needs, electrical work or any Generac installed or whatnot. So I'm about to put a smile on y'all's face, not because I have a referral right now for you, but I'm going to ask you to tell me about your chapter, your BNI chapter.
Oh man, I love it. I got the best chapter in the world.
Everybody says the same thing.
MC Moneymakers, man. That's who we are. Brian Gessner is our president. Kara Despo, vice president. Jessica Place. I mean, she's amazing. She keeps everybody together. My group is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we hang out together. It's like a family, and when I first joined BNI, I never thought that this is what it would be.
Right.
And after joining it, I'll never leave.
Well, a lot of people have that notion that BNI is just all business, right? We're just there to do business. But what they don't realize is that what they find is that you're going to be building relationships and long-lasting, friendly relationships, which goes a long ways. It's not just necessarily all about doing business. It's about having friendships and seeing each other as a community, as a family, and whatnot. And we had a great time when Brian was here and Kara was here, and what's the guy's name, the mover, Mr. Green?
Mr. Robert Green.
Mr. Robert Green.
Yeah.
He was amazing on the show as well. So you guys actually won Best of the Best.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
Up there in our big breakfast event. I mean, Moneymakers is always bringing it to the big breakfast event. And so, what goes behind prepping for that? What goes on with that?
Oh man, there's a lot of secrecy behind it. Whenever we're
don't want to share your
prepping for
secret
it,
sauce.
it's like we don't want anybody to know what's going on, at least until the day of. But it takes a lot of collaborating together to try to figure out what we're gonna do. But I mean, it seems like every year we knock it out of the park.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of preparation that goes behind the scenes, and everything is kept hush-hush until the day of the event. The last two events that I've been to, when I show up to set up as a director, I see, you can always tell which, booth is the Moneymakers booth. And it's pretty crazy. Not only that, but you guys had a walk-off, a winning walk-off. We guys walked around with the
radio.
Yeah, with the radio and the whole thing.
Yeah, we were dancing through it. It was fun.
So, guys, we have tons of audience wanting to know how we can get in touch with you guys. So what's the best way to get in touch with Collaborative Services?
So you could get in touch with us through our website, www.collaborativeservicetx.com, phone number 936-228-2916. You can get us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Okay. So you guys are all over the place. And Jeremy, do you want to provide your contact information as well, just so that folks can get in touch with you?
Yes, of course, anybody can get a hold of me, especially after hours at 281-414-8466.
Okay.
Also, the office number's always answered, and the website as well.
Awesome. All right, gentlemen, so thank you so much for coming onto the show. Thank you for taking the time for, out of your busy schedule to come onto the show and promote your business, your services, which are amazing. I would highly recommend them all the time. So thank you for being here. We're hoping that you guys will come back to the show and we'll have some more fun, talking into more electrical stuff.
Most definitely. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. All right, folks, that is it. We'll be right back with our next guest. Stay tuned.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
Hi, this is Amy Gerard, Realtor with the Jorgensen Group. Buying or selling a property is an important step that will impact your life and the life of your loved ones. Did you know that having an experienced realtor at your side ensures more money in your pocket when buying or selling a property? In fact, the National Association of Realtors found consumers who did real estate transactions without a realtor by their side left money on the table. When selling, I perform a thorough market analysis to arrive at a price and marketing plan tailored to your needs. We recommend and help coordinate renovations, include a staging consultation, high-end signage, and the sharpest professional photography. Our dedicated marketing department makes your property shine to bring you the best and highest offers quickly. For buyers, I am actively adding to my list of new construction and off-market properties. We are up to date on the market trends and the industry standards to advise you on a competitive offer to help you snag your dream home. If you want to buy or sell a property, call me for a no-pressure consultation. I have the right team and strong know-how to navigate your transaction with ease.
And we are back. Thank you for staying tuned in. This is BNI Now, and my name is Rick Gutierrez. And we have the distinct honor of having someone who is going to be providing their time with us today through Zoom, through technology. And I couldn't be more happier to introduce Ms. Barb Markey. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Rick. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. It's an amazing thing. I think you and I have been scheduling this, for some time now, and I hear you are doing some great things. And so this is the time for you to shine. This is the time for you to tell us all about your business, your products or services. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I created a book called Did I Forget to Mention? And what it is, it's a guidebook with 13 different sections in it, meant for you to fill out in case something were to happen to you. Your family would have everything in one place. It has options in there for who do I contact at your place of employment to get your benefits, your insurance contact information, your attorney, your financial advisor. What are the passwords to the websites you use? What's the password to your phone? Letters to loved ones, banking and credit card information and how to log on to those accounts, important dates to remember, end of life celebration requests. The whole idea is if you were maybe hit by a bus, what kind of things would your family have to go through? How troublesome would it be? This will make it a little bit easier if everything's in one place. The name of the book is called Did I Forget to Mention?
Wow.
And it's a little spiral bound book filled with prompts and suggestions for where to put things so that you don't forget anything.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So I have to ask, Barb, I mean, where did this idea come from? How did you come up with that idea to put this together?
I get asked that often, and I go everywhere from saying I'm a control freak and I want things done my way, even if something were to happen to me, to my husband doesn't listen when I tell him things. Or maybe I'm afraid if something were to happen to me, he doesn't know he has to log on to Verizon's website on the 23rd of the month and pay the bill. And if he were trying to schedule or plan a funeral and the phone was shut off, it would be really inconvenient. So I can't be the only person who thinks this way. So I thought if we put everything in a book, and I got advice from several different people in my networking, in my BNI group, who helped me to not forget things, then this would be ideal and helpful for everyone.
That is pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty clever. I mean, I had not thought about, putting all of that information all in one place. So that is something that a lot of people, I imagine, are taking advantage of it. I mean, how many of these books have you sold already?
Oh, I am up to 900.
Very
so
nice.
We just published it, self-published through my BNI publisher, and my BNI printer printed them.
Nice.
In October of 2019, and we're up to 900. So I'm taking advantage of Zoom across the country to get to know more people and spread the word about my book and make a lot of great relationships.
Absolutely. I mean, it is pretty amazing that you were able to get your publisher from BNI and your printer from BNI. So great referrals there. But you know, this is a tool that the people that we leave behind at some point when it's our time, they will realize how much you cared about them because you left something that was so detailed, you know, behind for them to be able to navigate through that difficult time. So it's an amazing thing what you're doing with that book, and I truly do appreciate you sharing that with us. So for our guests that are, not our guests, our viewers that would like to get a copy of that book, how would they do that?
You can get that on the website, which is www.didiforgettomention.com, or you can email me at didiforgettomention@yahoo.com. And it's $14.95 for a book and $5 to ship it anywhere. We also offer multiple discounts for multiples and the option to have the whole front page customized to be about your business, because it does make a great client gift. If you're a financial advisor or you're a state attorney, you know, you want to give that extra special little gift that makes you a resource to them. So that option is also available, but people have been really taking advantage of giving this as gifts to their families. We've been reminded last year how precious and unknown our future really is. So people have been giving it as gifts and taking advantage of the extra time they had to just get everything organized.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for providing the information as to where to get the book. But I do know that your full-time job is something else. So why don't you share a little bit about that?
It is. I work for an awesome small family-owned company in Cincinnati, Ohio, where we sell office equipment. We sell it in Ohio, Northern Kentucky, and Indiana, and we are, again, a small company just for that local area. But I'll tell you what, last year when everything shut down, I saw office equipment. How many people were in their offices and how many people needed printers? It was a scary time. But because of BNI, my business, my office equipment business increased 20% from the year before.
Oh, wow.
And 40% of that business is directly related to my relationships in BNI. So BNI is an amazing tool. It's helped me immensely.
In an industry where you could definitely see that there was going to be a decrease in demand because everybody stopped going into the office and they started working from home, so there was no more need for the office equipment, right? Your BNI members went to bat and were able to still provide you with referrals. That's an amazing story.
It is. It really is. I'm so proud of my networking group and my region. I've been a member of BNI in the Swankee region. Swankee stands for Southwest Ohio, Northern Kentucky. Okay. I've been a member of BNI for 4 years, a little over 4 years, and am a director consultant for the area. So like everyone should, I take advantage of visiting other chapters in the region and building those relationships and helping them grow their business. And in return, they really care about me and have been doing their best to help me grow my business as well and support my little fun side gig here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, that's one of the greatest benefits about BNI is that as a member, you get to go visit other chapters. And now that we're in the virtual settings, I mean, we have members visiting chapters from all over the world. Some from the other side of the world, they come visit chapters here in the U.S. or in Mexico, Latin America, or whatnot. So it's a great opportunity to be able to network across many continents and be able to provide our services, or sometimes even a book that you're trying to promote, you know, around the world. So, Barb, it's time for you to tell me a little bit about your BNI chapter.
Oh, wow. The Phoenix chapter of BNI region, Swankee, is in the northern Cincinnati area, and they're a great chapter. The people in my chapter come in second place pretty much in the region most of the time, and we're 43 chapters in our region.
Okay.
They're great, supportive. Ever since I joined, they've done nothing but do their best to help me grow. The estate attorney and financial advisor, everyone in the chapter helped me to create my book and it's helped me look for ways to become a little more resourceful, and getting those connections introduced me to important people that I may have not been introduced to before, and have afforded me opportunities to grow my business quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me get that correct. The name of the chapter is actually BNI Swanky?
Swanky, Southwest Ohio, Northern Kentucky. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. It's just one of those things to where every time I ask someone to talk about their chapter, they get this big old smile on their face, because obviously everybody loves their chapter, right? So amazing thing. So how do our viewers, since we can visit your chapter virtually, how do our viewers get an invitation to your chapter?
Oh, I would love to send you an invitation to our chapter. Come visit, see how great we are, see how much fun we are. Send me an email at didIforgettomention@yahoo.com, and I would be happy to invite you, register you, and send you a Zoom link, and you can come say hi to everybody I've been visiting chapters in Florida and Texas. That's how I got invited to this wonderful opportunity. And I actually was able to use the services of someone in Texas that I didn't know that opportunity was available for me before. So I'm bringing my business to areas, and they are sending business to me. It's a great resource. Take advantage of Zoom as long as we have it.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that we're always preaching about, is that if you can take advantage of Zoom, then why not, and visit chapters in many other regions. So Barb, why don't you provide us very quickly in regards to your office equipment business? How can our viewers get in touch with you in regards to that business?
The name of the company is Peter Paul Office Equipment. We have been in business for 83 years. We're known for being best in service in Cincinnati. I cannot tell you how many times over the years there that customers have said to me, I love your technicians. I love how well you take care of the customers. So Peter Paul Office Equipment sells and services multifunction machines, shredders, projectors, and fax machines. We started off with typewriters, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
But it is, again, a small company which affords us the opportunity to be flexible and bend over backwards and do things for our customers to make them know how important they are to us. And once you are a Peter Paul customer, you stick with us because you appreciate how well we take care of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I was about to joke with you and ask you what is a typewriter, but I'm not going to go there.
I thought you were going to ask me why my name's not Mary. You know how many times I've heard my name is Barb with Peter Paul, and they say, are you sure you're not Mary?
I thought about it, but I decided not to. I thought I'd make another joke about the typewriter thing. But anyways, Barb, thank you so much for being on the show. We certainly do appreciate you taking the time and coming out here and promoting your book and about Peter Paul as well. Thank you so much, and we hope that you register again to be on the show again.
Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate the opportunity. Have a beautiful Easter.
All right. Thank you. You too. All right, folks, we will be right back with our next guest. Stay tuned.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia Video Business Card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia Video Business Card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
Having a spotless house is critical for your quality of living. Hi, this is Kevin Thury with WashPros.us. At WashPros, we are locally owned and operated, servicing Central Houston, Austin, and Dallas. We are fully insured. We offer annual, semi-annual, and quarterly cleanings. We recognize that needs change and Mother Nature keeps us on our toes. Just know we are happy to help. We use eco-friendly products and a purified water cleaning system for a spotless shine. We service HOAs, the property managers, investment firms, and you, the homeowner. If you're putting your house on the market or have an annual maintenance cleaning schedule, or you are interested in holiday lighting, we are your one-stop shop for all of your exterior cleaning and holiday lighting needs. Call me today for your free on-site quote and let WashPros.us be your clean escape.
Hey folks, we are back. Thank you for staying tuned in. My name is Rick Gutierrez. We're at BNI Now, and I have my next guest, which I am extremely proud to have and excited to have because she's actually a great friend of mine. We actually started a chapter together last year, and so she's still there at that chapter, a member of that chapter, and she's actually the Secretary Treasurer, and I am excited to introduce you to Ms. Josie Sanchez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rick. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. I know that you stay super busy with your business, and so taking the time to come out here, we truly do appreciate it. We know that you have your show that I have not been invited to, but I'm not going to say that. Thank you for being here. So it's time for you to tell our viewers exactly what it is that you do. What's your business, your products, your services? Take a little bit longer because we're not necessarily in a BNI meeting right now, so take a little bit longer to tell us exactly what Better World Group is.
Okay, I think that was probably a bad idea that you say for me to take my time, but I will let you know. I am Josie Sanchez, and I represent Better World, where we provide virtual office and virtual assistant services, where we give the entrepreneur, the small business owner, the time they need to focus on what they're productive at, what's going to make their business grow, and they can delegate other tasks to a virtual secretary. You don't have to. And the same thing happens with the virtual office. You don't pay the cost of an office or a secretary, but you have the services, the full services of an office and a secretary in both cases.
Yeah. So I have to ask because I'm a business owner myself, and so what would be like the best case scenario for someone who right now, due to the pandemic, is working from home but does need some assistance or an office? Would it be best to get the entire package, or can you provide, different types of packages?
No, absolutely. We have different packages, and no client has the same package. No client pays the same amount of money because they're all customized.
Okay.
And that's what we're here for, to see that the client has what they need and not pay too much. So we try to make bundles or combos and kind of do whatever they want. So I think it's a good, because we have the physical, the place. So
location, yeah.
we have additional services that come with those. So we have, you have an office, because I just got a client and they work from home and they might need a client to drop a document off, or they might want to, they might need to deliver this document to their client. So you can just drop by my office. So they have an office where there's going to be someone there to greet your client, and if you want to go meet them, you can go meet them, because we have a conference room / training rooms. If you have a workforce that you meet with them, but you don't need an office because they're out on the streets and they're doing what they need to do, but you still have that an office to go. It's a home. It's a home. It's a home. It's a headquarters, I would say.
So I'm wondering, for someone like myself, what would be the benefit of having a virtual assistant? What would that virtual assistant be able to do for me? Are we talking from answering phones to
Yes.
what else?
Answering phones, bookkeeping, invoicing, customer service calls, follow-up calls, cold calling. We can, social media management, we do some of that. Anything that you've already established that is just taking too much of your time, then we'll do for you. We can organize, schedule, filter emails, anything that, again, there's so many things and everyone's just requiring different things. Like if you're accountant, then you don't want to hire someone to do your books,
Right.
Because that's what you do,
Right.
But maybe you're not an accountant, you do something different, you have no idea how to run your books, then that's what you want us to do. So whatever is just something you can delegate, then that's what we're offering.
One of the things that I had to learn the very hard way when I started my business is realizing that there's no way that I can do everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I should stick to what I know, what my profession is, and what I'm good at, rather than stretching myself out thin and not doing 100% at everything. So, what is it that you guys can go into a business and tell that business owner, like myself back in the day, and say, hey, let me help you with this or that or this, you know? You would customize that package.
Yes.
Does the virtual assistant come to, let's say, for example, my brick and mortar office, or everything is remote?
No, everything is remote,
Okay.
but we will do some field work if that's part of the plan or that's required. We can do certain field work, or if you, that's something that would need to discuss, but yeah, we can work with that. There's something that I do want to talk about, and I know we don't have too much time, and it's, and I like this because part of what we offer, or part of what you get, the benefits of getting either a virtual office or a virtual assistant, is the professional image. And this is something that I'm stressing out, and that I found. We have a platform, and it's a telephone platform. We can answer phones for you, but you don't need to hire us as a virtual assistant to answer your phones, but you still have that telephone platform where it's very professional. You get a professional, customized greeting, and then it's something that I think gives your business a step up, because it sounds really professional, and it sounds like you have an office with a building with 3 departments, and it's all you. But I think that's part of the whole concept of increasing your image and credibility in the long run.
Right. No, I think that's important. I think credibility is obviously the number one thing that you want to keep intact.
Yes.
Right? And it's very important. So earlier I was referring to I know the meaning of a virtual assistant, obviously, but I was asking you about field work, because sometimes there are some subjects that are very delicate that cannot be done via email or via phone call or something. So knowing that you can do some field work, that's pretty amazing. That makes some clients feel a little bit more secure that you have somebody can come into the office and we can explain to them face to face exactly what we're looking for. So awesome. So now, tell me a little bit about your chapter.
Okay. My chapter is the best one ever.
Everybody says the same thing.
No, our chapter is relatively new, but I think it's grown to be really close, especially in 2020, where we were not able to see each other personally. We've tried to keep connected and to maybe do different things to not lose that touch, because that is one of the things, and I know BNI is big on, that's why you have the weekly meetings,
right? Because
you see your I'm going to call them friends every week, and then you see them and you know what they're up to. So you build that trust relationship that you need to refer your members. So it's been a tough year, but I think it's been very rewarding, and we're trying to keep up with all that's happening and still making it grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're an amazing chapter with a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm. So I think you guys are going to be just fine and going to do some amazing things. So how do we get in touch with Better World Group?
Better World. You can go to our social media. So it's Better World Business Centers in both Instagram and Facebook, our webpage, www.betaworldgroup.com. And you can give us a call. We have the WhatsApp and the 281-944-9116.
All right, Josie, thank you so much for coming on to the show. We certainly do appreciate you. It's good to see you, and I know that I still need to come and be a guest on your show one of these days.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back with our last guest.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
All right, folks, we are back. Thank you for staying tuned in. We're back to BNI Now. My name is Rick Gutierrez, and I've got the pleasure of having our next guest, BNI member, Mr. Peter Nodas. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. It's such an amazing pleasure to have you. This is a time where you get to shine. This is where you get to tell all of our audience exactly who you are, your business, your products, your services, and you get to shine a little bit longer than 60 seconds. So tell us all about you.
Well, again, my name is Peter Nodas. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I migrated to the United States when I was a teenager. I grew up with not much power. I mean, I grew up without any electricity, just basically lamps and candles. And one of the things I learned that people in the United States have power most of the time. They have a choice of where they choose to get their power from. They can get it from dirty, clean energy, or they could choose to go green by using clean energy from the sun, which is cheaper, more efficient. One of the things that I do as a solar representative, I help homeowners evaluate if zero-down solar is right for them. And I do that by basically taking a look at their bill, their uses for 1 year, use that to virtually create a savings report that shows them exactly where they are right now and where they can be if they use solar. We save the average customer $26,000 over 20 years by transferring to clean solar power. So that's what I do. I help homeowners evaluate if that is right for them by taking a look at where they are and where they could be by going solar.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your commercial and your business. One of the things that I heard that is pretty amazing is that you actually evaluate the customer's cost, their current cost, and what they could potentially save throughout the entire time. So the company, how long has the company been around?
Well, one of the company I work with is called Power. They've been around 7 years. Right now they're looking to go public in the next 18 months. One of the things they do for their consultants, in addition to the commission, they're able to get stock options. So I'm also looking to people who want to work with us. One of the things that we offer is called an ambassador program. The ambassador program is used for current customers, salespeople, and people fundraiser. If you want to do a fundraiser, let me know, because we show you how you can get $1,000 just for sending out the email to homeowners on your list. If they choose to go with us, you pay $1,000. If they get that savings report I mentioned, we'll pay you $25.
Wow.
So that's right. So that's what we have to offer.
That's very, very cool. So what chapter do you belong to?
I belong to the Winning Edge chapter in the Woodlands. I'm new to the chapter. I joined in late December.
Okay.
I'm excited to be there.
Well, welcome to BNI. We certainly are happy to have you. And I think solar consultants, we have several solar consultants in many different BNIs who are doing some great things. And so tell me a little bit about your experience so far in your BNI chapter.
Well, my experience has been pretty good. I make sure I attend all the meetings. So far, I haven't really had any referrals as yet, because solar is such a high-end thing that you don't expect a referral every week. But in terms of the meeting of the people, the excitement, the energy has been very positive. I have a lot of people reaching out to me asking questions, and once they have the right person, I'm sure they're going to be referring those people to me, so I'm excited about that.
Absolutely, and I think they're going to do just that, because I'll give you a personal experience. When we had this winter storm just a couple of months ago, way down the street from me, I could tell that there is a house with solar panels.
Yes.
Right? And a little jealous there, because at night, they had power.
Yes.
You could see that their lights were on and everything. So it's an amazing thing to be able to have that. It's probably one of those type of expenses that you probably think about twice, but you're happy that you did it when you need it.
Now, one of the things about solar, I do have to let people know that solar power is generated in the daytime, and the energy that's generated in the daytime goes either to a battery or to the grid. So you do need to have a battery with the solar panels to make sure you have power when the power goes off. So that's one thing a lot of people are not aware of, that you still need a battery to go with the solar panels, and we do include that. Right now, the federal government is giving a 26% tax credit, and that's included with the battery. And if your roof is not up to par, we will make sure to get your roof up to par and include that expense in the solar loan and a 26% tax credit, because in my case, my roof needed to be done. It cost me no money. The roofer came out. He was from Power, and did my roof, and it was included in my solar loan. Increased my payment by about $10 a month.
Oh, wow, that's it, just $10?
So that was it increased my solar payment by $10 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And obviously that's a service. Having a full service like that is not
Yes.
something that all companies can do. So that's pretty amazing
Exactly.
that you guys can do it.
Right. So I didn't have to go out and shop around for all these different contractors do it. I just had it done all in one place, one package, got my 26% tax credit. And I'm excited because I'm doing my taxes and I paid no money out of pocket, and I'm looking forward to getting an $8,000 check from the federal government.
Wow.
So-
So how are we going to spend that? And notice I said we.
Exactly. Taking my wife on a trip
Yeah, there you go.
that we needed very, very much.
That is a great way to spend that.
Yeah.
So Woodlands Winning Edge.
Yes.
You've been in there just a few months.
Yeah, 3 months.
I know that you you're gonna get those referrals from your
Yes.
members, and you attend the meetings every week.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about Woodlands Winning Edge. What's one of the chairs that you guys are looking for?
One of the things we talk a lot about is winner's gain, giver's gain.
Giver's gain. Yeah.
Right, where you give referrals, and the more you give is the more you're gonna get. So one of the things that we talk a lot about is giving, and we have a bunch of events. Like right now we have bowling the first Friday, and next Tuesday we're gonna have a happy hour, which I'm looking forward to going.
Yeah.
So we get a chance to meet each other, and not just on Zoom only, but in live and in flesh and blood, which is nothing beat being live with someone.
All
It
right.
builds those relationships much better than just seeing them on Zoom.
All right, Peter. So if our audience that's out there looking at you, right, seeing you right now, how can they get in touch with you in order to get some more information about solar panels in their house?
My website is peternotice.com, and then my phone number is 713-489-0771. So you
Okay.
can go to peternotice.com or just call me at that number or text me.
Awesome. Well, Peter, thank you so much for being on the show. We
Thank
certainly
you.
do appreciate you being here. And we cannot be more excited to have you on BNI, and we're looking forward to hearing about your successes within BNI. So thank you again, and hopefully we'll see you on the show again.
Thank you very much for your time and having me. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right, folks, there you have it. You have been noticed by Mr. Peter Notice that solar power is the way to go. My name is Rick Gutierrez. Thank you for staying tuned in.